Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to some more Zero Hour. Welcome back to another Pro 1v1 set. This is a best of 13 between LoGicA and TumStep. First match here is a GLA mirror on Yota Nation Battleground, which is a remake of Seaside Mutiny. It's a $400 tournament sponsored by YotaNation.com and AK Baloney and Zanboa. Combination of those, but mainly from Yota Nation. I know I've been slacking in posting these sets, but some of them are several hours long, and I have not found the time to do absolutely all of them. I think we're coming towards the end now, and so far XCal is in the lead, winning all of his matches so far. A few of the others have got a little bit of work to do to catch him up. So down at the bottom right, we have the pink GLA Vanilla for LoGicA, and then up at the top left, we have the GLA Vanilla for TumStep. TumStep performing very, very well as of recent, although these replays are probably like 3 weeks old now. But TumStep has recently been promoted to a master on the Game Replays forums, which basically means he's like top 5 or top 6 player at the moment. Playing very, very well, getting wins against notable players like Marikar, Big Size, and XCal actually. So doing very, very well. Okay. Tunnel versus tunnel here in the middle. LoGicA coming through to kill the worker. TumStep being a little bit aggressive there. LoGicA now moving through with his technical. Going through to kill the rebel. Gets it. TumStep is chasing. LoGicA behind this is going for 1 oil. And TumStep always very good at this. Boxing in his supply with double fake barracks. Only costs like 125, so for 250 total, you can protect all of your workers, which even if you save 1 worker, most of it has paid for itself. If you save 2 workers, it's overpaid for itself. Workers costing $200 each to replace. Yeah, he's got a nice box going on there as well. I mean, as long as you can stop your workers from getting killed, if you can do a box like that, you just make the game so much easier for yourself. Because if a technical comes in, let's say you didn't box that, a technical comes in, wipes out 5 of your workers. That's $1,000 then you've got to spend, which could otherwise be a tunnel or an additional quad or the oil upgrade or something like that, which slows you down so much. So just picking off a few workers does make a big difference. But LoGicA has found the way in just after me talking about TumStep's amazing boxing skills. LoGicA comes in and is wiping out 5 or 6 workers. LoGicA also defending back here. Tech RPG. Wiping out TumStep's technicals as well. But LoGicA goes a little bit too far forward there. All the technicals probably going to go down. And in the end, it'll just be RPGs versus RPGs. And TumStep is now on 3 arms dealers. He clearly wants to make a play for some map control. Maybe he's going to push over here. He's sending a few quads there so far. Tech RPG for LoGicA. Not quite sure what that is, running straight into a tunnel. Like, Tech RPG at this stage probably isn't going to achieve that much there anyway. Maybe he just didn't know there was a tunnel there or not. TumStep is now gaining ground. LoGicA is going to pop here. Is he going to be able to hold that? He's thinking twice about popping. He is popping. Is he going to hold it? I think he's just going to hold it. And that is a very, very important hold and very, very close hold. Because if you give up that area, you give up... oh, that's a nice skill. You give up all of the oils and refinery. Okay, LoGicA pops, so I think that one might be a bit of a Fargo pop. Like, the first one was close, but that one is not holdable, I don't think. Yeah, it's not. So LoGicA now, after you do a bad pop like that, not only do you lose the ground anyway, which you would have lost in the first place, but now you've also lost a bit of your army, so you made it worse for yourself by doing a bit of a Fargo pop. TumStep did a very deep tunnel there. I wonder if it would have been better for Boyka to drop a very deep tunnel. But LoGicA has got an oil. TumStep has got that oil. LoGicA also has the bottom left. TumStep switching into Scorpions, something we've seen him do before, which helps him win engagements. And he is taking out the majority there. I think TumStep is having better engagements. Although because he's lost his supply down in the bottom left, it is kind of imperative that he wins that top right spot. Yeah, TumStep clearing a lot of ground in the middle. I don't know if LoGicA's got enough Scorpions or any Scorpions. Yeah, it's got 2. But I don't know if that's a fight. Again, it's a bit of a Fargo pop, isn't it? It's a fight that you definitely can't win because you're going to end up losing the ground and losing some army as well. He's trying to fight back, take out what he can. So in the end, he lost this. Did he lose 2 Scorpions there? He lost a few units from there, 2 Scorpions from there, but only killed 1 or 0. So in the end, again, you end up losing the ground and losing some units. But LoGicA now reinforcing with a lot of Scorpions here. TumStep moving on the left position now. DoMiNaToR gets a quad. DoMiNaToR has paid for itself. But is LoGicA caught out of position now? He's trying to fight and hold that oil, but TumStep has quickly switched. It's a nice play, to be honest, from TumStep because he's won all the top right. I suppose with the help of that refinery, you're able to produce all of these Scorpions super, super cheap. What do they cost normally? Like, is it $600? So now they're costing him, like, what, $540 for a quad? Sorry, for a Scorpion tank, which is amazing, really. But LoGicA's gaining ground back in the middle. He holds onto his oil, but he's giving up a supply. I think the supply is probably more important in the short term. I think you need like 2 oils or 2.5 oils to equate to a supply, roughly. Probably depending on how many workers and how decent of a supply placement you've got. So if LoGicA can hold that, like let's say he builds a few tunnels around it now, then he's actually an advantage in the middle because he's killed that, but he's also lost the bottom left area. Maybe that worker could have hidden around the back here somewhere. Would have been kind of nice. LoGicA looking to push elsewhere whilst TumStep is distracted. Is LoGicA going to be able to gain some ground here? Because currently, if you look at LoGicA's map control, he's lost most of it. So he has to gain the ground here. Oh, sometimes the splash damage does insane damage for the Scorpions. So when you do a bit of a pop like that from TumStep, a bit risky. So losses on both sides. These RPGs are very, very annoying. LoGicA looks like he's gaining ground. I love the screen shakes, by the way, in Scorpion battles. LoGicA gaining ground. TumStep ahead than XP. LoGicA now get all the Scorpion rockets. TumStep expanding bottom left. Bit of a faraway supply for my liking, but I don't know if these rocks are messing with it or not. Might have to do some testing. I'm getting a little bit into map making myself lately because I've been trying to get a load of new maps added to the ranked system, so therefore a load of them have required fixes and stuff like that. Bugs, fixes and stuff like that. But as a result, I've learned a bit about map making myself, so that's why you'll see me sometimes like looking at the waves and appreciating the waves and the color of the water and just general details of maps. I tend to pay attention to that more often now, whereas before as a player didn't really care if there's bad textures or whatever. I just care if you can see your units easily. So LoGicA moving in with a load of Scorpions. He really wants to get the kill on this oil. He's probably going to lose all of his Scorpions for it. But if he gets the oil and retains his own, then it's pretty good. He needs to get this area. That army's dead now regardless, so you might as well trade off with what you can. Because the buggies will just chase it all day long. And even though the terrain doesn't really suit buggies that well, they're just going to get chased away. LoGicA's sending more Scorpions in, but I think they're just going to be sent to their death unless TumStep makes a mistake, but I don't think he's going to make a mistake. But is Boyka even on... Sorry, not Boyka. Is LoGicA even on a palace? No, he's not. So he's trying to delay TumStep as much as possible. TumStep's already making markets and CC's going up. LoGicA gaining a bit of ground here, but the tunnels are all going to rebuild because the Scorpions haven't finished it past the hole. Could say it would have been better to just shoot the rest of the holes because those Scorpions were going to die anyway. But LoGicA is gaining ground here. He is getting these oils. TumStep still has that refinery for now. I think at this stage in the game, or maybe any stage in the game, I would prefer 2 oils in a refinery over a supply because that supply is going to run out. After a 19k, that's going to run out. Whereas them oils will never run out as long as you protect it and it doesn't take a Scud Storm to the face. Ooh, baby. Oh my god. The most amazing demo trap. Just wiped out how many buggies? Like 10 buggies. Amazing. Okay, LoGicA going for another attack over on this left-hand side. If he can get this area, which he's having a good go, then he's in control of the oil and refinery area and this area. It'd be really, really decent for him. He's really going heavy on the units, but how many markets does he have? He has 1 market. He's probably got the upgrades. Yep. He has worker shoes. And the buggy ammo upgrade. Some step ahead in cash levels. Also building more markets. And if LoGicA can suddenly get on top of all these tunnels and clear him, then it's going to be difficult for TumStep to get back. Especially if LoGicA brings a Jarman to the party. He's very, very nearly got it. It's just that tunnel there. That is the problem, is let these buggies out. And now it's been held. So if LoGicA's got a follow-up, maybe even a TNT on that tunnel. Just a few more buggies, but TumStep's gone for a sneak. Oh my gosh. Barracks goes down instantly. Okay, Anthrax bomb in the base would have been decent there to shut this down, because then you could have continued that attack. But I think he'd already fired it. TumStep goes for one of the worst pops ever. Loses a bunch of stuff there, I think. LoGicA needs to cancel all of his stuff and make a toxin tractor. Could do the contaminate to clear this up. Ironically, contaminate with more with more toxins to clear up what's there. Yeah, here comes the contaminate. Yeah, it's not quite worked. You need to sometimes spread it around a bit. Or do you need to just fire it a little bit and then move straight off it? I don't know. Yeah, it's cleared up now. But he's carrying it on too long. It's actually still going to damage his units. Sneak attack from LoGicA. He's not popped anything yet. I don't think TumStep's seen it. Oh, he has seen it. Ooh.
I am finished with the building. Let's kick up some dirt.
It's just out of range. LoGicA pops a little bit of stuff, but I think TumStep might have too much. Just remember, because his palace was quicker. And because he's built a few more markets, he's always been a little bit economically ahead in terms of secondary eco, but he's going to mine out of this eventually. That oil is dead. All the oils are dead apart from the ones here at the top. I like this demo trap. LoGicA now wants to gain some ground here in the middle. Okay, Jean-Michel is out. TumStep snipes a buggy. GPS scramble from TumStep. It could be another epic demo trap. He's found it, though. He's found it. Yeah, he's scanning. I think that's why he's been so scared, because he tried to push this area earlier, but lost like 10 buggies. Now he's coming in again. Quite amazing he's still in a decent position, considering how many buggies he lost to one demo trap. Usually a big bad move like that against the top player would mean you're at a huge disadvantage. I'm probably going to lose the game. But LoGicA is slowly building up the markets himself. Does not have fortified structure. No scud storms yet from either player. Yeah, TumStep is really trying to come in and finish off these buildings. He's probably going to get the refinery soon. LoGicA coming in with the defense. Needs to get a worker here to repair this. A bit of a wasted sneak. TumStep coming in again with his buggies. And he's going to get the refinery now. Okay, that's a powerful sneak. Like, if we just look at the sneak attacks from TumStep so far, over there he killed the barracks. And now he has got a market down to the hole and damaged another one. Whereas the two from LoGicA, that one achieved nothing. And that one literally got deleted straight away. Sneak attacks game so far, slightly better for TumStep, although not amazing. Still got shut down. It's slightly better. And also now TumStep's used that opportunity to push up here. He just seems to always have more units out for TumStep sneak. Yeah, this area is mined out now on the bottom left. Bit of a trade-off there. LoGicA losing more, I think, and LoGicA now coming in with an Anthrax bomb. He's gonna... Oh, I was gonna say... Even if he didn't get all them buggies, which he nearly did, but even if he just killed all of them workers, you'd get the bounty money, so at least it's a little bit of a consolation prize if you don't get any units. I think he got one buggy, but getting all the bounty money from all them workers and the RPGs would have been a nice little addition. Wouldn't have been massive, depending on how much bounty money he's getting. But it would have been something at least. I'm trying to see if all them are GPS scrambled. I think... Are some of them GPS scrambled? Yeah, I think some of them are and some of them are not. TumStep does seem to have an insane amount of buggies. TumStep coming in from a bit of an awkward angle, but his control on the shots of the buggy is very, very nice. I think he'll be very happy with that, leaving LoGicA there with only one. And he's got loads of veterancy on this as well, but there's another demo trap. Gets two. I suppose that's the problem when you run into a choke point. It's highly likely going to be some demo traps. And it's highly likely to cause some big damage. Another market of LoGicA gets picked off there. And LoGicA's base has been reduced to just basically this bottom right corner, plus these two tunnels here. So yeah, TumStep having more control of the map so far. Although he doesn't have tunnels in the middle, I think he's just... He has the bottom left, doesn't he? And he now knows that there's nothing of LoGicA's up in the top right. Okay, a few TumStep's workers getting crushed there. TumStep really out and around, trying to clear up what he can. Make sure there's nothing of LoGicA's there in the middle. I wonder if he hung around there, could he actually shoot that? I love the positioning and the detail on the artillery platforms here. The way it's got a little sandbagged area and whatever, I think it's kind of nice. Although it's not perfectly symmetrical, is it? But it's meant to be more of a natural map rather than a perfect arena. Again, though, LoGicA sneak not really achieving much. Not achieving anything, actually, just getting instantly deleted. TumStep's, though, is that going to achieve anything? I don't think he should pop there, but he's going to do. Anthrax bomb combination. Yeah, he is going to achieve more. He's probably going to finish off that market. Probably going to lose his army for it. But I think if he gets that market... Not that bothered. It seems to be a perfect Anthrax bomb. It's just left him this little path around the back. Oh, and he's coming in with the buggies as well. That's a really nice play there from TumStep. Yeah, he's wiped out LoGicA's army and still got some units left from the sneak. Just TumStep's sneak attack game just seems to be a level above, I think. Seems really, really nice. Well, I suppose you could say that TumStep's just economically ahead, so had better tunnels in better positions. But there's probably nowhere decent where you could sneak inside of TumStep's base where LoGicA's base is a little bit more open. Probably because he's been lacking on the cash front, I think. Because of the market situation for a while. Okay, TumStep coming in now. Loads of Scorpions and Buggies. Probably another market going to go down here. Or is he just going to go for the kill? He's on top of the production here. Unless there's a sneak attack coming, I think this has to be the end here for LoGicA. He's losing too much, I think. And all the meanwhile, TumStep's still getting cash from all of these markets, still making another army, so LoGicA's going to lose his production here, or at least one of them, one of the arms dealers. TumStep a little bit indecisive here. Like, he gets the arms dealer, but he could have just finished that off. Indecisive there, I think. He still might get it. Okay, he did get it. But in my opinion, he should have finished that, sacrificed the army, finished what he can, and then got out. But it was a bit of a risk there that the arms dealer wouldn't have got finished. But I think LoGicA's lost maybe a bit too much, doesn't have enough map control. I mean, he's going to continue with another market, but I think TumStep's just too much in control. And now building a Scud Storm as well. Anthrax bomb coming in for LoGicA. Should get a bit of bounty money for that. Yeah, got $100 there for the radar van. So he's getting 20% bounty money. So every little unit, every worker, every RPG and stuff like that, giving a little bit of cash towards the LoGicA War Fund. Just looking at the detail on the wheel as it spins. And I like the little rock as the as the unit stops. The unit rocks back and forth. Okay, buggies now coming in for TumStep once again. They're all GPS'd. LoGicA's army also GPS'd. TumStep trying to force fire to ground there, it looks like. But yeah, I think TumStep's just too much in control at this point. He's just able to run in and out now with his buggies. Another decent sneak probably going to be from TumStep. LoGicA has a load of stealth scorpions, but that is, yeah, very, very solid performance there from TumStep. Although it was looking good for LoGicA from the beginning when he got his technical inside of the box of TumStep. Did look kind of bad for a second, but overall TumStep is just an absolute beast. So 1-0 for TumStep. Okay, jumping into the second match then, we have LoGicA up in the top with the USA Vanilla in the Cyan color. Down in the south, we have the purple player with the USA Vanilla also, because the first 4 games here are going to be mirrors. This is GC TumStep. Yeah, this is another map. It was sponsored by YotaNation.com. They sell Toyota parts, in case you wanted to buy any Toyota parts. We've got a Toyota factory area over here on the left. So I think TumStep would have chosen the GLA mirror, and I think LoGicA would have chosen this USA mirror. He's picked USA mirrors quite a lot, I think. LoGicA going for double barracks, keeping his CC. And then he's produced, what, missile defender, 2, 3, 4, 5 rangers and 2 missile defenders, something like that. TumStep comes in with his dozer, loses it to the bunker. Seems like a solid build order here from LoGicA. There's a missile defender here as well to deny that. Dozer. TumStep really trying to go for the crushers. That should have laser locked that Dozer there. I don't know where that is going for LoGicA. I think he's controlling too much. He does have flashbangs, but he's not currently clicked on that bunker with it. Now he switched to flashbangs. Now flushes out the bunker. So that's a good start. If he can grab hold of these 2 buildings on the left, the 2 oils. He has laser locked that now on the right. TumStep's pushed forward here with the barracks, actually. TumStep behind this going for a war factory. He's now collecting on alternate crates. Just speed up the collection just a tiny little bit. But yeah, I think LoGicA advantage because he's controlling the two oils on the left. Got to remember that oil starts on this map damage. It's like 25% HP, so you've got to go there early and try to repair it. TumStep straight down the middle of the map with his first V. No war factory. Oh, there is a war factory up for LoGicA, but it's actually on the left side. But TumStep's moving in with a sneaky, well, I say sneaky, it just walked straight through the middle of the map, but now it becomes sneaky. It's around the back. It's going to probably take out that dozer. LoGicA's quite a blob of infantry units on the left. Also on the right, if the laser lock comes in, this shouldn't stand a chance. But TumStep's now in and around the back of LoGicA's base. LoGicA now has to chase that with his own V, probably. I don't think he's going to be able to get the laser lock. Not paying attention on the laser lock, but he is attacking into the base. This is looking pretty fast and ferocious for LoGicA. He's pushing in the front and pushing here. Search and destroy is deployed for TumStep. He's got mainly empty Vs here. LoGicA's around the back, killing the strat. TumStep's in the back killing the refinery. LoGicA coming in even with another V. Quite nice from LoGicA. Very nice play. The V goes down. Yeah, I think finishing the strat is a good idea here. He does have flashbangs. He's going to try to finish the strat, but is it going to come in? I don't know, you know. I don't really know. No, it's not going to come in. He could have tried to click on it with the V, though. Might have been able to finish it. Maybe a bit bad there from LoGicA. Might have been able to finish the strat. Because overall, TumStep's not taking any economic damage. And all of that damage on the strat is just going to be repaired. So it's not actually that bad. Although it did look a little bit worrying for a second. LoGicA has 4 oils on the left side. You see how my mouse cursor is. TumStep now moving in with his own 2 Vs over on the left. LoGicA's now got the tow missile upgrade and killing Chinooks in the bottom left. LoGicA's still not collecting on his main, though. Laser lock on the right. USA mirrors, man. You've got to be everywhere all at the same time. Especially just one missile defender can kill your V, kill your Chinooks, kill your Dozer. Yeah, I mean, there's just Vs, laser locks, flashbang rangers everywhere. LoGicA now collecting on his base, but only on 1 supply. If you see Marikal playing this, he's always building a second supply there. TumStep, I would recommend TumStep builds an additional Chinook at least, so he's collecting on 3 Chinooks in his base. Yeah, LoGicA doing a little bit of damage to the Chinooks there, but overall not much. But LoGicA now controlling the majority of the oils in the middle. TumStep only has that one in the middle. And that one's dead. That one's still in play. So as far as I'm concerned, LoGicA way ahead here. Yeah, I think now you're starting to see the economic difference of having more oils. It just means that you've got more units, which just means your attacks are more relentless, which now means TumStep's playing catch-up. Nice laser locks here from LoGicA. He's killing everything, I think. He's ahead in XP, but only by a tiny bit. Does lose all of these Vs in the end. Maybe those Vs could have pushed deeper. But in the end, he only had rangers there. So you could have just ran over all of them and parked in the back. It probably maybe would have been TumStep dead. LoGicA now building his strat. So he's been at a range disadvantage for the last few minutes. LoGicA could go in that tower. LoGicA could expand anywhere, really. He's got 5k in the bank. Could expand there and in the top left. But overall, against a very solid player here that is TumStep, LoGicA's done amazingly. He's been controlling the game pretty much since the beginning, I think. Attacking TumStep's base once again. We've got Pathfinders out for TumStep, which means MDs unloaded are not going to be as successful. USA mirrors are weird. In the beginning, it's like all about infantry spam everywhere. And then towards the end, it's like if you unload any of your infantry, they get Pathfindered straight away. So so then it's just all about full Vs, fully loaded search and destroy Vs. Okay, LoGicA coming in with an even another attack over on the right. So I don't know if LoGicA's killed any Chinooks yet. apart from the one in the bottom left that was collected. But finally now some Chinooks in the main base might die, and when they go down, they're so expensive to replace. 2,400 to replace both of those. LoGicA not on Pathfinders, a little bit strange. He might have won that engagement if he was. Seems to be on it now, and TumStep has been defeated. That is a very, very solid performance there for LoGicA. Evens things up with 1-1. Okay, jump into the next match. You've got Demolition for the Cyan player. That is LoGicA in the north of Double Domination. Down in the south position with the purple player with a Demolition also. Another mirror, of course. The first 4 games will be mirrors. And this is GC TumStep. So, on this map, you got Double Domination is the name. The reason is you've got 2 dams with a little bit of water behind it, and when they get destroyed, it floods this area. This is now an older version of the map. In the new version of the map, we've reduced the HP a tiny bit. So in this version of the map, the dams have the same HP as an oil, but we found that the dams are not getting killed all that often. So to encourage players to kill them a little bit more, we've reduced the HP of the dam by 25%, so it's now 75% of an oil. In the map that's going to be released into a new ranked map included with Gentle. Okay, LoGicA going for some nice tunnels, trying to control the oils. He's also going for a TNT. TumStep once again with some nice box. Very aggressive from TumStep. That's a nice hit though. TumStep's attack has been stopped. There's a toxin tractor, and LoGicA's own TNT might come in. He's going to hit the main supply. Gets the fake barracks there as well. And that's very nice. Stopping the opponent's TNT while also getting yours in against a supply. You couldn't ask for much of a better start than that, really. Do think he could have got a little bit more out of that technical. Could have been firing at the fake barracks, because fake barracks doesn't have that much HP at all. And he's got 2 nice tunnels. Like, TumStep now has to fight for the control of these oils. Or keep up the aggression straight through the middle, which he could do. He could get a nice tunnel here. But he's in recovery mode at the minute because he has to rebuild that supply. But LoGicA's now already moving in with a few technicals. I think he's got RPGs inside of here as well. TumStep pops several quads. If he's got a worker in there, he could even just go over here and start building a little base here too. You might run into that tunnel. No, TumStep's gone back for now. Tech RPG could finish off the fake barracks. It's now been upgraded to a real though. Gives it more HP now it's real. Although it can still be killed by a Tech RPG quite quickly. Tunnel probably going to be built by TumStep up in the top left. Always got to be careful of TumStep's sneaky tunnels. He's also sending a rebel over here. I think TumStep... Yeah, he's definitely getting outplayed in this one. Because that rebel's just going to run straight into a tunnel and die. It's just completely pointless. He's sending a worker over to the right. And, yeah, another tunnel by LoGicA here. He's going to grab his oil. He's got one in there as well. He's way ahead. LoGicA is way, way, way ahead. It's going to take quite a comeback here from TumStep to win this one, I'm afraid. All due to 2 things. The TNT hitting for LoGicA, where it's not hitting. Whoa. Where it's not hitting for TumStep. And then just combined with the tunnel placement from LoGicA. He went for 2. TumStep went for 1 in the middle. But LoGicA's 2 will bite it oil. So it's a very, very nice idea from LoGicA. Okay, a TumStep sneaky tunnel. Is that going to change things here? Always got to be aware of his TumStep sneaky tunnel. LoGicA now faces a little bit of adversity after being way, way, way ahead. He is on an additional supply to 3 oil, so if he can just pump out enough units, he should be able to hold against this. It's only 1 arms dealer so far for TumStep. Second one being built, but it's still a fake. So if LoGicA can just keep pumping out the quads, he should overtake the army here of TumStep. TumStep does have 1 oil, though. So that could be upgraded relatively soon. All depends now on the quad numbers and how good the spam is from the 2 players. But I don't know if TumStep can push into that anymore, because there's still a tunnel there and still a nice line of quads. I don't think LoGicA needs to push this back immediately, because he's got oil advantage. He's building an additional supply there as well. Oh, I don't know about that attack. TumStep doing very good. Keeping a blob of RPGs all together. That's how you play. That's how you play these quad RPG battles. Just from... Nice. That's very nice. Just from playing Twilight Flame a lot. The quad RPG battles on the sides of the maps. Keeping your RPGs in a big blob like that is decent, because you just basically click on a quad and it gets deleted. If they're all spread out everywhere, the quads have got more chance of being able to do something. TumStep now coming in on this left-hand side. I wonder if LoGicA should blow that dam so TumStep can't cross the river. LoGicA now moving out on this position, whilst TumStep is going to push this position. TumStep's also switched into Scorpions quicker than LoGicA once again, but LoGicA does have a lot of RPGs here. And TumStep's RPGs are going to get caught out now. Oh, bad pop, I think. Yeah, bad pop. TumStep gaining ground here, though, and has got himself 1 oil. But still, LoGicA's on additional supply, and he's still on 3 oils. So, TumStep's still massively behind economically. LoGicA repairing this oil and coming to the defense with quads RPGs. I think this is still LoGicA's game. XP just says LoGicA's a little bit ahead, but I actually think he's quite a lot ahead. Especially once he gets that supply rebuilt. TumStep really wants to finish off that oil. If he can get it, and then maybe TNT round the back on that oil, it can even things up. LoGicA once again, though, focusing heavily on quads, whereas TumStep has focused heavily on Scorpions. TumStep shot the dam there for a second. Yeah, I don't know if it's a good idea or not, because you'd block yourself out from that area. A lot of RPGs go into the front here of LoGicA. I think it's a good engagement there for TumStep. Yeah, it's good. TumStep actually ahead now in XP. Just shows you how good he is to be in this position now after such an epically bad start. Palace being built by LoGicA. Palace being built by TumStep. Yeah, 99.99% of players would already be dead based on that start. Your TNT failing, enemy TNT success, and the enemy controlling all the ores and all the supplies, basically. Would a demo trap have been nice there from LoGicA? I mean, it's easy to criticize, but he has been playing amazingly so far this last game and this current game here. That oil, man, is levitating a little bit. But I think it's due to the placement of the tunnel. When you place a building, it alters the terrain. Ooh, nice demo trap. You see what I mean? Demo trap's just amazing. $200 has just killed, like, what? 3.5k or 3k's worth of units. That tunnel's rebuilding. TumStep's just going back. Demo trap built. On the left, Palace up for TumStep. TumStep's building a fake market and a CC. LoGicA building a real market. Oh, nice demo bike. Even if you only get 2 Scorpions, it's still more than paid for itself. 550 for a bike. Oh, Rebel Ambush wipes out all the rest of the Scorpions. And now a pop from LoGicA. Gonna get the scrap. Get extra rockets on these. He's scared of it. Hey, wait, is it the double... It's the double CC strat. What? He's just killed the palace. Has he just killed the palace? Okay, rare to see that. He's just killed the palace with a demo rebel ambush. When's the last time you saw that? It's been a while, I think. He's going to try and outmarket LoGicA, maybe. But LoGicA is on so many additional supplies now. Supplies and oils. Yeah, strange, man. He killed the palace with a demo rebel ambush. But there's so many other targets. Like, what about that oil? What about that oil? This oil probably going to get back or kill eventually anyway, so that's fine. And that army you could deal with. But yeah, killing the palace, interesting. Demo TNT from LoGicA kills the oil in the bottom left. Okay, more demo bikes going forward for LoGicA. I still think it's amazing how TumStep's even in this position. He's closing the gap, although I think he's still behind. He's, what, 3 oils behind? And 2 supplies behind. LoGicA is also still collecting from his second, whereas TumStep's mined out. Although that one's about to mine out too. TumStep ahead in XP. Just one buggy versus one buggy fight. TumStep finally decides to kill this oil on the right. LoGicA, the big push over on the right. TumStep in a bit of an awkward position here because the buggies need range, but they can only pop from that tunnel, which was close range. And LoGicA also coming in with a Jean-Michel. LoGicA closing the gap in terms of XP. Got this big army. I don't think TumStep can deal with it. Oh, yes he can. Yes he can. We've seen an epic demo trap before, and this was an epic demo rebel ambush. What did he just kill there? He's gonna try and plant a bomb. Ooh. Okay. One way dealing with a Jarman. Expensive way, because the buggy cost 1,000, but Jean-Michel 1,500, and he probably would have caused more damage than that. But TumStep in defeated. LoGicA, yeah, a really epic start. You literally couldn't wish for a better start than LoGicA got. But TumStep did well to hang in that long. Look at the cash difference. Look at the units lost. It's kind of even considering the cash difference. So, GG, well played. Okay, jumping into the fourth game, we have a China Mirror up in the top with the red China Vanilla. This is LoGicA. Down in the south position with the purple China Vanilla, this is TumStep. So, yeah, this is a map called Damned Corral. You can blow these dams here, which floods this little path and then leaks the water out of here. But you have to decide whether that's worth it or not, whether you want to do that or not, because if you blow it, then you can't access these supplies and these supplies very, very easily. So ideally, probably in the China Mirror, you probably want to try and blow that and try to take all the supplies for yourself. Okay, TumStep going for an oil cap build. Double barracks from him, though. LoGicA's messed up that supply, which I'm sure he will be disappointed about. That'll slow him down a lot, that will. Yeah, LoGicA sending red guard straight out across the map. And a flamer straight from LoGicA straight down the middle of the map as well. I think we've seen this from LoGicA before, actually. Can't remember who he did this against, but a flamer straight down the middle to kill that oil. Proving very nice because you've got a dozer there, and you might even get that GAT. It gets the GAT as well, and some damage on some other stuff. Tiny bit on the outpost, and some on a tank into there as well. So that's nice from LoGicA. Yeah, LoGicA looking on fire, actually, at the minute. He's claiming all of the left. He's got himself a bunker. It looks like he's flaming down another artillery platform. He could probably gain control of this. He has more red guards there. There is a GAT in play. And TumStep is trying to come in with his own outpost, but I think that's going to get stopped. LoGicA just use that red guard to clear things up. TumStep slower to expand here, whereas LoGicA's been expanded there for ages and has a Gatling cannon defense, which makes it very, very difficult to push across that bridge. TumStep trying to come in with his own flamer. I don't think that's going to cause any damage to any buildings. It might damage the barracks a tiny bit. I don't think it's going to kill anything there. A bit annoying and a little bit threatening. But LoGicA's managed to come in here with his own outpost. Remember that supply has been slow collecting the whole time. 19.5. Oh, it's actually collected more because TumStep's trucks are not collecting as well. I mean, that's a perfect supply there. 17 point something. Yeah, and 18. So that's the best supply in the game that TumStep has managed to build. Airfield being built by TumStep. I don't know if that's a mistake, actually. I would prefer him to be out and about building a supply. He's building a barracks where he probably should be building a supply, but as long as he builds a supply here, I suppose it's kind of okay. Yeah, that dam taking a bit of damage. And that one over on the left as well. But no dams blown just yet. Okay, MiG's now out for TumStep, but he's still not collecting on his expansions. So I just think LoGicA, I mean, he's floating a bit of cash, nearly 8k LoGicA. Flamers for both players coming in. The dam's not really taking that much damage at the moment. TumStep coming in once again with a mix. Yeah, he needs to expand quicker, I think, TumStep. Okay, TumStep is expanding now, but LoGicA's been there for that long. He's almost mined it out completely. LoGicA also building a Gatling cannon in the middle and here. He's not messing around, is he, with the defenses? Is it overkill? Or is he just convinced he's so far ahead he doesn't need to do anything else? I suppose he's going to be stopping a carpet bomb from coming in if he does that. Yeah, and he's stopping flame as well, but the... oh, there's a dam blown somewhere. It's actually this one over here. TumStep decides to blow the dam on the left. Maybe realizing he's got control of the right, so it's going to kind of split like top left to bottom right. So LoGicA can't push in that position now because he has blown the dam. And he's also blowing this dam as well, but he might actually kill his own units. He needs to get out of the way of the water. I don't know if that... okay, they're just out of reach. Okay, fair enough. I'm so proud, you know. These damn maps were all my idea, and I'm so proud of 20 years of seeing Tournament Desert and DEFCON and whatever, all these standard maps, that now we've created dynamic maps. I'm so proud and so happy of that, because it was all me pushing for that, basically. Of course, we had the map makers make it happen. So shout out to the map makers as well. Like Anthrax or Tanso made this one in particular. But it was me who pushed for it. And it's an achievement, I think, for everyone. Okay, is that Flamer going to kill another airfield? Looks like it. And TumStep's also in the back of LoGicA's base. LoGicA facing a bit of difficulty here. I suppose these Gatling cannon defenses are working nicely. Overlord might step on some mines. Not the best mine drop in the world because it doesn't deploy where the buildings are. So if we have a look at that, it's a perfect supply. It's like 3k. That one's on like 6.6k. So LoGicA should have more money than he has if he did that supply right. Okay, Lotus now in the mix. Disables the Overlord. Yeah, might die, yeah. Mick comes in for LoGicA, kills the Lotus. Maybe needs a few more gats on the left side. Because currently too many units are getting in. This is a bit of a brave prop. Like on the other side of the river. Flamer for TumStep trying to come in, but there's just so much defense for LoGicA, I don't think it's going to achieve anything. Another dam going to get blown though, and a LoGicA unit might get killed in the wave here. Yeah, that one. Yeah, it's dead. It's one of the first units we've seen killed in this tournament by the water. And I suppose China mirrors or tank mirrors, nuke mirrors, anything like that is the easiest thing to see the kills because a flame wall just wipes it out super, super quick. He's trying a bit of a flame wall to clear these mines. He's killed his own flamer. But I mean, it's okay though, because he's killed the mines. The mines would have done more damage. He's lost one flamer really to the mine drop. Yeah, map becomes interesting when all of the dams become broken. The main way, well, the only way into LoGicA's base now is through the front, unless you're going to go with MiGs or Helixes around the side. It's actually quite an epic China vanilla game. Here comes an epic carpet. Splits the army up. These are running to their death. But LoGicA holding on. TumStep ahead in XP. Yeah, that's been most games, actually. Yeah, nice MiG strike, gets an Overlord. These Overlords are beefy, though, worth a lot of XP. Don't know exactly how much, but you can imagine they're more than like a... Well, Outpost is 0, isn't it? Unless you kill the tank hunters inside. But it's more than like a Flamer. So yeah, wiping him out, that's one of the reasons, contributing reasons why TumStep's ahead, I think. LoGicA tries to capture an airfield, but doesn't work out. Nice MiG strike. Instantly builds a few more bunkers though, TumStep. TumStep's getting a load of money now, so he's just in the game a bit more units. He's also thinking about blowing this down. Maybe realizes there might be a bad idea. Since he needs to protect this area, it might be more beneficial. And he'll also maybe kill his dozer. His dozer's in the river lane a little bit. Or the flood basin, whatever you want to call it. Mine drop in front of the war factory again. Just all the attacks seem to just be getting stopped. I wonder if it's just better in China Mirror just to stop the attacks and just defend, because everything's just run into his death, basically. Is he gaining a bit of ground, a bit of traction on the right? Maybe he has broken through there, actually. Okay, artillery from both players. Carpet bomb from LoGicA. Artillery killed the prop. Carpet killed all of that stuff. That can be sold, though. MiG's now coming in on the left side. Oh, going a bit too close to the Gatlins. What's he going to shoot? He's going to go for the oil. I think he'll kill that because they're vetted and the oil started a bit low there as well. Okay, so he should get the oil. Yeah, he gets it. Okay, so that one's still alive. Yeah, TumStep has quite a big army now pushing at the front. This is threatening LoGicA staying in the game, I think. Because if that gets in, I think that might be over. LoGicA comes in with a MiG strike, his main form of defense here. But I think while their MiGs are reloading, there's still going to be damage caused. This flame wall needs to be doing more, though. It's just flaming nothing at the minute. Comes in. It's going to get the CC, probably. The MiGs might save it. Yeah, MiGs do save it. Maybe TumStep should be closing down that airfield rather than going for the CC kill. The CC kill might not come in. Think he's got it though. I think he has. EMP. Okay, that's GG, I think. This is impressive from TumStep because I swear LoGicA was way ahead from the beginning with a faster expansion. And LoGicA's been defeated. Yeah, quite an impressive game. 2-2 is the score. Okay, jumping back into the next match. We now have Damned Core Hal again. But this time it should be an actual matchup. We've got USA Laser down in the south for LoGicA. And then up in the top, we have the GLA Demolition for the purple player. That is TumStep. I think it's winnable both ways here. I wonder if LoGicA will do some kind of a laser turret here and try and blow these dams early on. Stop TNTs coming in. He looks like he's going for a normal build. 2 supplies, War Factory Barracks. And I'm expecting a fast TNT as always from the demo. Okay, so it is War Factory Barracks from LoGicA. I don't know if it's 100% watertight of a box. It's a bit difficult on this map to do a box because of the weird placements of the supplies. Worker on the left gets denied. TumStep has actually gone for 3 supplies. Not sure I fully agree with that. I think more aggressive tunnels is decent on this map. But TumStep is the master at the moment. Let's see if he does know best. Technical is coming in. LoGicA has made a laser tank. It's not going to be very useful for stopping a TNT, though. TumStep's not even gone for a TNT. Right, okay. He's gone for a double arms dealer 3 supply build. Okay. Interesting there. LoGicA's recognized it. That's why he's made the laser tank. Okay. Okay, LoGicA playing it well so far. He's coming in with another drop. Yeah, TumStep trying to mix it up rather than going for an obvious TNT. He's gone for 3 supplies, double arms dealer, spamming loads of technicals. But is that going to come back to bite him? Laser tank straight across the map. Tech RPG. Should be able to shut that down. Laser tank quite beefy, but against RPGs, not so much. Dam has been blown. Not even sure which one it is. It's LoGicA's side. Blows the left-hand side. I mean, as the USA, you're probably happy doing this because you can long distance collect over there. He's blown the left. He's blowing the right now as well. You have to go on the low ground to do it. Otherwise, you can force fire the ground in certain positions. Yeah, TumStep going for some kills there on the ambulance. And a V. Guess the V, not the ambulance though. LoGicA, nice micro so far. Might lose an additional V. Yeah, it does. But so far, overall, I favor LoGicA in that position. He's blown both dams, so his base is only open now from the middle. TumStep taking advantage of that by expanding on the left. LoGicA pushing straight down the middle, wanting to kill this oil. LoGicA just going for the kill. Goes straight into the tunnel. Loses a V though. Ooh, almost. Technical from the back is a TNT. Sadly, it's not a Boyka style TNT. Does get the ambulance though, which will stop this V from repairing. Bit of an awkward fight here because of the hill. You can't properly laser lock that. You know what I want to know? How the map maker, Tanso, makes this map like so symmetrical. Like, how do you draw... You've got to draw lines all over the map, basically, with waypoints and stuff, polygon tool and whatever, to make this map look... You know, like, these roads, like, perfectly symmetrical. Like, it's a bit of mathematics required here, I think. So LoGicA trying to come in here and clear this tunnel. There's a lot of RPGs, a lot of technicals though. I wonder if it's going to backfire, like if it's going to get trapped there between technicals at the back, RPGs at the front could go badly. LoGicA moving out, making ground. The technicals usually like open spaces so you can get a good concave. LoGicA going for the damn kill. Backs off it though. TumStep coming in, gets 1v. Search and Destroy has been deployed. 1v gets unloaded. So far, nice micro from LoGicA. Loses a few more Vs, but so far he's killing a lot of technicals. Still think LoGicA should probably blow that down. Not just because it's my idea. But we do like to see some damn action, but it'll keep TumStep out of that area, but I suppose he can still pop from tunnels, so yeah, I don't know. LoGicA now pushing across with more units. CC being built. There's RPGs pushing in from the left. Micro-intensive from both players here. Prefer to be controlling the Vs, though. Palace is now established. If he can now get Jarman and buggies out, or even one demo bike might change this. But I think once the arms dealer starts getting camped, that's a very, very dangerous step for TumStep. Is TumStep going to be able to hold this? I don't think so. Because once one arms dealer starts getting camped, that's half your production. You can't make as many buggies. He's still making technicals, though. He's coming in with a TNT. Runs the Vs into a load of technicals. But so far, so good. Still for LoGicA. He's got to unload more Vs back at home, ready to reinforce. I think LoGicA's done it, because TumStep will try to rebuild somewhere else. But unless LoGicA steps on a massive demo trap or a TNT. Oh, okay, that's kind of good. That is kind of good, actually. Yeah, I still think the momentum with LoGicA, though, because Demo Rebel Ambush is not even... Yeah, it's just over halfway to level 3. Jarman is now out, but there's no buggies, no demo bikes. Oh, there is a buggy on the left. LoGicA grabbing an additional oil. Yeah, the whole base is going to get cleared here. LoGicA is going to get loads of XP, which is then going to use to bombard the other areas with the General's promotions. Buggy's now coming in. If he can get Jarman back in action, he might be able to clear this up eventually, TumStep. Yeah, double A10 just came in, actually. Didn't kill the arms dealer, though. Would have been nice if it was triple A10. He could have had triple A10 as well. But I think he's probably selected Pathfinders. Maybe didn't have enough General's promotions. Lace turret being built on the right. TumStep's still in it. Yeah, Buggy's raining down some damage on these Vs. V's just brute force pushing in, though. Both players floating over 10k in a high level game. TumStep 15k. Insane. And he's getting closer and closer to level 3 the longer the game goes on. So one Rebel ambush with Jarman and some buggies, he's suddenly back in it. But is he building a CC? He does have the demo upgrade, he's just not building a CC. Like, it's a huge mistake from TumStep. Yeah, LoGicA continues the relentless attacks. I still think it could be anyone's game. Now I do, because Demo Rebel Ambush is only 50 XP off, and the CC is being built, so... All the top right's cleared up now. Demo Rebel Ambush is very, very close, though. I think LoGicA might have forgotten about it at this stage. He's making an airfield. He's got a few laser turrets. I love this map, you know, the overall design and the way map makers made it. Like, when would you ever see this kind of style or this setup going on? Okay, Demo Ambush will be ready. He uses it, kills a majority of the army, and all of the army, actually. That is impressive there from TumStep, but a Spectre gunship raining down some damage in the top left position. Oils have all gone for TumStep, whereas they're in place still for LoGicA. Okay, TumStep pushing out across the map. LoGicA has got 15k. Okay. He's going for a triple A10, but whilst the battle bus is there, is all of that going to reach? Oh. What a waste of an A10, man. What a waste of a triple A10. It's got a V in the base. Triple A10 could have killed the arms dealer and the tunnel. Or you could have killed 2 tunnels and the barracks there. It's a bit too far away. Like, if the army was there, okay, probably would have reached in time, but to click it then, a bit of a waste, I think. Particle cannon is ready. TumStep is on a timer because a particle cannon can just wipe out a big line of stuff like that. Yeah, I do think LoGicA is ahead at this stage. Vanilla Raptors coming in, whole modes, the battle bus. John McKell sniping the MDs. Yeah, I think LoGicA's too in control now. Got too much cash. He's got Vanilla Raptors. Cannon button goes down to the buggies. LoGicA's still floating 15k. Is he just doing a big size here, trying to show off? I have a feeling that is the case. He's building another particle. I think he sees the map and he knows he's trying to do a big size mental game here. But float as much cash as possible while still comfortably winning. And TumStep has been defeated. Still impressive by LoGicA. Very, very nice indeed. And the score is 3-2 for LoGicA. Okay, jumping into the reverse. LoGicA once again going to play down in the south. They have not swapped spots when they should be doing. LoGicA in the green with the GLA Demolition. Up at the top, we have GC TumStep with the purple USA Laser. Interested to see how LoGicA will play this different. I have a feeling he won't go for 3 supplies and he won't go for double arms dealer build. He will go for a fast TNT, play it standard, get some aggressive tunnels. We'll see if that works out better. I think TumStep looks like he's going for an oil cap from the beginning. Maybe keeping his CC. He's going for a double barracks. Okay, so if LoGicA does do the strat, I said just a regular TNT tech RPG from the beginning. Going for a double barracks here could backfire for TumStep. Selling his CC now. So he's scanned in the middle. Just trying to figure out exactly what TumStep's doing and if this is a good strat or not. He's not got the capture upgrade yet. He's sending a few missile defenders out and about. But it's risky, this. It is risky. You're going for the oils. LoGicA has got 1 TNT. One worker and some RPGs in there. He's going to go and stop this dozer. Gets the dozer. MD's going for the laser lock. Gets it. There is a TNT inside, though. Should be able to stop the Ranger. Overall, that's nice there for LoGicA, because he's also probably going to get that technical in. I think the terrain blocks some of the shots there, so that technical gets in. It is an empty tech, though. But TumStep did get himself 2 oils and now building a war factory. Just has to stabilize now. TumStep, he is losing that front oil. Hang on a minute. That's the last dozer. That is the last dozer. So LoGicA knows where it is. He's coming in with the unit here. It's probably going to be a TNT or a tech RPG. He might be able to get some MD crushers here. Gets it. He's going for the dozer. Gets the dozer. TumStep is going to be hunted. LoGicA 3-2 up and has now hunted TumStep in the next match. Looking like a 4-2 on the horizon for him. But TumStep has all of he needs. He's got double barracks. He's got his war factory still. Power plant is a little bit low. LoGicA will now need to deal with the relentless push that's coming from TumStep. You can force fire the ground here and it will damage it. It's a little bit annoying, but it can happen. LoGicA has gone straight back in with another technical, and if that's the TNT, it is. Gets the power, gets the war factory, and that could be a very quick and decisive game, because I don't think there's enough V's out to muster some kind of a push. There's not. TumStep has been defeated, and LoGicA goes 4-2 up against the legendary TumStep. Very, very well played indeed. A little bit too risky of a build there for TumStep. Keeping his CC until late, going for oils, laser locks. Wasn't always the best. And yeah, just a safer build seems to be war factory and a barracks. Okay, next match we're back on Yota Nation Battleground by TK Leo. Down in the bottom right we have the red USA Vanilla for LoGicA. Up in the top left we have the super weapon for the purple player. That is TumStep. I think LoGicA would have chosen this matchup and TumStep would have chosen the last one. So down in the bottom right with the red player LoGicA going for a 1 supply double barracks, and the barracks also towards the oil position. LoGicA collected on 3 Chinooks. TumStep going for 2 oils. LoGicA going for several oils as well, but mainly the one in his base. And is focusing more so up on the top right. V comes in. Is low. Getting the kill here on some ranges. Might get laser lock now though if he's not paying attention, and he's not quick enough. Sadly, his V goes down for him. And TumStep with his forward barracks position. LoGicA focusing on this top oil position. It's always just a big infantry battle in the beginning, isn't it? And love a laser lock on TumStep, though. These are expensive Vs for the super weapon, 850. Is TumStep getting tired the longer these games go on or something, or just not paying attention? But that was a big waste of a V for no reason whatsoever. That V would have been better with just even 1 or 2 missile defenders inside of it and just going around the back. Getting in here would have been so annoying. LoGicA is now on double supply. You can tell he's just playing with supreme confidence now. He even kept his CC. Double supply, war factory, double barracks. He's got everything he needs, and he's winning that position. He's just laser locked a few Vs. I think he's looking very confident here, LoGicA. Laser lock's coming in from TumStep. Bit indecisive on the shots sometimes. Like that one could have been finished, I'm sure. But either way, still gets it. Second supply now up for TumStep. Yeah, TumStep now around the back. LoGicA's gone for double war factory, whereas TumStep is prioritizing going for a strat. I think LoGicA's literally just going to try and overpower TumStep with sheer numbers of empty Vs, or maybe Vs with a few units inside of it. Might work, might not. Let's see. Most of these units are empty, and those units are mostly empty too. 2 units versus 2 units inside. I think LoGicA should be able to clear that up. More Vs coming in for TumStep though. Laser lock on one of the Vs. TumStep gonna go for the trade-off here. And it is exactly that. It's like 2 Vs for 2. Oh no, 3 Vs for 2. Okay. TumStep with a more beneficial trade-off. LoGicA instantly moving his Chinooks there. Search and destroy deployed for TumStep. Yeah, LoGicA just in control of more of the game, isn't he? He's got a repair bay down in the bottom left. LoGicA also has 2 oils in refinery. He's got his 2 oils in his base, whereas that one has been killed. I think he's just ahead here. But these Chinooks need putting back. As I say that, LoGicA's also thinking the same thing. But LoGicA is basically dominating the whole center now. All of the mid, all of the top mid, and all the bottom left mid. Okay, Alpha comes in for TumStep, and it kills the strat. So LoGicA maybe needs to make the pressure happen now before the Aurora gets off too much damage. Okay, Spectre coming in for TumStep. He's the first to reach level 3. Aurora gets 1v... Aurora takes 1 hit. If it just took 1 or 2 more hits, I think maybe 1, would have died. But that's amazing there from TumStep. Oil and Refineries deleted straight away. I don't even know. Did he alpha that as well? Maybe he did. Or A10'd it. I don't know. Search and Destroy deployed again from LoGicA, who's now moving in with all of his Vs. Alpha comes in though. Oh, it's quite a decent hit. Forces the Vs back and gets 1 of them. Laser Lock comes in from LoGicA on this other side where he's coming in. And if he gets the airfield now, he's going to get at least 1 Aurora if he pushes now. Oh, baby. Oh, baby, baby, baby. I mean, it was difficult for TumStep there regardless, but now he's lost all of his Auroras. Force-fired the ground. He should have probably flown it somewhere else. And then he wouldn't have lost the airfield, which he now has to rebuild. And he ended up losing the Alpha as well. He probably could have saved the Alpha. But LoGicA's coming in again and again. Yeah, I think LoGicA's done it. He's cracked TumStep once again. He has got the stronger armor here, USA, because you've got cheaper Vs. But as you approach the late game and you run into EMPs and Alphas, Super Weapon could come strong later on. But TumStep has been defeated. Well played there to LoGicA. 5-2 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next one. Top left, we have the super weapon for LoGicA with the cyan color. And then down in the bottom right, we have the USA vanilla for the purple player. That is TumStep. Okay, LoGicA going for a barracks first. TumStep also going for a barracks first. I think LoGicA's is slightly quicker just due to the placement of the barracks. This one was a little bit further away. Supply being built for TumStep. He is going for a double barracks once again. LoGicA goes for the laser lock on the drone. Also going for a double barracks, LoGicA. And then it looks like he's going for 3 MDs and a dozer. Possibly drop inside of the base. TumStep going for some kind of a drop as well. A little bit slower though, all round for TumStep. That Chinook on the ground longer, whereas LoGicA's was already in the air. And this drop is going to be bad for TumStep because these barracks are way out at the front. This drop around the back is going to make sure that supply is not collecting for a while. So yeah, kind of nice there for LoGicA. And he's also probably going to be able to take out the power. And he's building a barracks. I think that's good for LoGicA. He can also laser lock this. TumStep seems to be slipping the longer the games go, man. Okay, he does save it. He is taking over the top. Missile defender floating. A little bit strange. Yeah, but TumStep's not going to be collecting for like the foreseeable future. So this could be really quick, this game. Like, LoGicA needs to laser lock that before it drops off $600. Oh, where is LoGicA focusing? Oh my god. He's losing all of his MDs. Yeah, that Chinook shouldn't have been able to drop off that $600. I think LoGicA maybe focusing on a little bit too much stuff there. Yeah, okay, try and get your oils, but maybe this drop is not necessary. Like, taking over that base and stopping him collecting was very important. Like, that Chinook's going to be able to drop off again by the looks of things. Yeah, see, it's dropped off 1,200. That shouldn't be happening. I mean, yeah, he's going to take over the supply. I think he was going for the dozer hunt, wasn't he? That's what he was doing. He was going for that dozer hunt. But I think, yeah, okay, you're going to give up some of the oils and whatever. But taking over his whole base is just as important, I think. Or counteracts the oil caps for TumStep. Because he killed the dozer, he killed the power, would have stopped 1,200 collecting, and then captured the supply, which forced the sale. Okay, yeah, you give him a few oils for that, but... I don't know, actually. I suppose if he does win all of the oils, it's quite a lot, I suppose, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know. But LoGicA did go for the dozer, but it didn't work out. A lot of ranges here for LoGicA. TumStep selling his whole base now. Okay, LoGicA collecting on the bottom right. He's also taking over some of these oils. TumStep's on V's now, and he's got a supply here. Okay. So he's long distance collecting from LoGicA's second supply. What a funky game we are witnessing. There's still a Chinook here, though. LoGicA grabs himself one oil, so he's got one for... He's got two out of four in the mid altogether. TumStep's got the inner two. LoGicA's got the outer two, but TumStep has those two. But LoGicA actually has two decent supplies, whereas TumStep's long distance collecting from LoGicA's second supply in his base, if that all made sense to you. Yeah, TumStep's now camping LoGicA's supply in TumStep's old base. LoGicA building a fire base. Not sure if that's the right thing to be doing. I think it's really important for LoGicA to hold on to this bottom right position. So the laser locks here need to be spot on. These MDs need to be cleared up. If you keep them 2 MDs there alive, back here somewhere, and build another barracks, I think that's really important to do. LoGicA laser locks here.
Unit lost.
I'm looking at LoGicA's view for a second. This is LoGicA's view. The units he's controlling.
What's the mission, sir?
Congratulations, General. You have been promoted.
Yeah, quite a powerful V there for TumStep coming in, wrecking everything basically. LoGicA still collected down in the bottom right. It's one of the funkiest and coolest USA mirrors I've seen in a while, actually. The way this like half base swap kind of thing has happened. TumStep making a bit of a comeback. He hasn't even got the refinery, which would make his vehicles even cheaper. Would make him cost $630. CC being built by LoGicA. He could A10 that. Level 1 A10. Would be decent. TumStep realizing that could be a threat, moving out of the way. Spectre comes through. It's a power. Probably going to finish that supply. No, it doesn't finish the supply, actually. I think hitting the supply there was a priority over hitting the power. Could see A10 here. Does Super Weapon get A10? I can't remember now. CC being hit. This is kind of a nice counterattack from LoGicA. He's very back and forth, but there's 4 Vs coming in for TumStep. And I think that's all of LoGicA's armor going to get cleared up. LoGicA does have another V ready to go. Both players on about 4 or 5k. LoGicA has 2 oils. TumStep has 2 oils. TumStep has another 2 oils. He's got 4 in total. Is LoGicA hunted? I think that is the case. Yeah, he's hunted, I think. Very intense game, this one. I think TumStep might have done it, though. Drop coming in from LoGicA. Probably going to be a fully loaded V or some MDs. And he's probably going to go for the dozer. Probably doesn't care about the laser lock. Just going for it anyway. V is here. And he's going to get the dozer, I think. Oh, my God. I think he's got it. Yeah, I think he's got that. Yeah, he's got the dozer. So both hunted. TumStep has a war factory. TumStep has a barracks. LoGicA has a war factory. LoGicA has a barracks. Both players have oils, but LoGicA is 2 oils behind. And has more expensive Vs. Can still come down to the micro here, though, but it seems like TumStep's more fully loaded. He's also got a Vet 3V there.
Unit lost.
Buckle up. Scope cleaned and mounted.
Yeah, fully loaded Vs here. Very, very important. Pathfinder's in play. Oh, he's taking damage in the artillery platform. Artillery platform almost coming into clutch there. This is about as nice as a USA mirror as you can actually wish for. LoGicA definitely making TumStep work for this. Whether TumStep wins or not. Both of the Vs there get wiped out. Ooh, quite a few losses on both sides, actually. TumStep coming in with a new wave now. Has the tow upgrade. That's probably going to make the difference here. Would like to see him getting Hellfire drones there on this fight as well. Bit of a trade-off, but I think LoGicA's finally been cracked. If there's a Pathfinder... Yeah, it's GG. Yeah, very nice try there from LoGicA, but I did think he was behind for the last half of that at least because of those oil situations. So 5-3 is the score. Okay, jumping into the next one. We have the red Gile Vanilla for LoGicA up at the top of this map, but double Demolition. Down in the south, we have the Gile Demolition for the purple player. That is TumStep. LoGicA once again sending workers to those oil positions very, very early. Can't remember. Oh, yeah, he built it exactly there, actually, didn't he? It was exactly there and exactly there. And I like that. I steal that myself. He's still got CC. Maybe he's doing that to build a fake barracks here and here. That one's a bit funky. Maybe with those rocks, nothing can get in. Don't know. No. Well, I mean, that's not a perfect box anyway. I mean, you're still going to kill technicals if they go in there because the tunnel can do damage. But this arms dealer is going to be very late. Oh, he's gone for oil as well. Okay, he's gone heavy tunnels and oil. LoGicA with a slightly different tunnel position here, but he kills the worker there. Very, very important pick-off. Advantage LoGicA. That's an empty technical for TumStep. LoGicA probably upgrading that right now. Yeah, a very nice start there for LoGicA once again. Denied that and killed the first technical. This one is probably a TNT though. And it's just got one unit inside of it. What's TumStep doing? It's a rebel inside of it. What was that, man? Why would you send a technical to the rebel? I think he's slipping. As the game goes on, the games go on and the pressure just starts doing more and more weird stuff. It's either pressure or tiredness. There's no reason why you would send two technicals there to their death and the second one having a rebel inside of it. Very, very strange there stuff from TumStep. But LoGicA's getting a second arms dealer and already on one oil about to get a second, and he has better control here because of that tunnel winning move. I think one thing to take into account about TumStep is if you play him, he'll pick natural threats and imminent victory quite a lot, which are two basically identical maps. And he's very good, and he probably has a very high win rate, and it probably helps him win a lot of challenges. But as soon as you throw him off and start picking other maps, like this one, for example, which they've played a few times over and over again now, seems like LoGicA is better on this map. But I swear, if they played imminent victory or natural threats, TumStep would probably be ahead. So that is one thing to take into consideration. Because TumStep is very, very good on natural threats, imminent victory. Natural threats being like the original unofficial ranked map, and then imminent victory is like a snowy reversed version of it. Okay, LoGicA coming in with quite a beefy push here. Quads, RPGs, technical. Is he going to choose to engage this? Looks like he is. Don't know if TumStep should be going inside of that tunnel now, because if he pops, all the RPGs will be able to do damage. All in close proximity. TNT comes in from the side from TumStep, but it's not really doing anything. And LoGicA's gained some momentum. He's still going in for the kill. I think he's going to camp the production here. He's not wanting to let this go late. He's building a CC inside of TumStep's face. He's feeling it, and he's trying to put the mental pressure here on TumStep, trying to show him his boss. CC in TumStep's base. Big Fargo style. And TumStep's defeated. Well played to LoGicA. You can tell he's feeling the confidence, not only building the CC, but just in the previous games, like keeping the CC in the USA mirror and still doing very, very well. You can just tell the confidence is with LoGicA now, and now he's got a bit of momentum. Seems to have cracked TumStep, and TumStep doing some weird stuff. I think that the mental game in Zero Hour is an invisible force that you do not see, but I think that is heavily impacting some of these games. Like, why would he send 2 technicals to their death early on? And then the second one having a rebel in it, like knowing that area is occupied. Why would there be a rebel in there anyway? That's a mistake. Is it panicky? And LoGicA is definitely riding the wave at the minute with the morale and the momentum. So well played there to LoGicA. I think he's mentally broken at TumStep at this stage. Okay, into the reverse then. We've got GLA Demolition for the red player. That is LoGicA up in the north. Down in the south, we have the purple. GLA Vanilla. This is TumStep. So TumStep, if he loses one more, he's out of this particular set here. He lost this particular set against LoGicA. LoGicA trying the different kind of box here this time. Is he going to do a tunnel there? Yeah, he is. So this might work out better than before. But I definitely think fake barracks is something that a lot of people need to add to their game. I tend to think that TumStep's setup is better. I don't know. Because usually he does his real barracks there. And then everything is just watertight. Like completely watertight. Whereas here, LoGicA is still susceptible to losing some workers. So you click a technical in there, it's going to go in and kill some workers. You don't even have to micro it or anything like that. LoGicA once again with a tunnel in the same position over on the right. The arms dealer is nice and tucked away there, so if TumStep does go for a TNT, it's difficult to get it in. I don't know if you can go around the back. You probably have to come in around the front, and it is quite defendable, I think. Nice TNT here from LoGicA. He is controlling the game again straight away, but here comes a potential TNT. No, it's an empty technical. If that would have been a TNT, you would have got it, and it would have gone behind the supply. Oh, his tech RPG. Guess the kill. Guess some scrap. Yeah, that's nice play there from LoGicA. TumStep's been defeated. I'm telling you, man, this guy's mentally defeated. You do not see this play from TumStep. He has been mentally cracked here. LoGicA is just playing a level ahead of him. Like from after the first 4-ish games or whatever, the mental toll. Was TumStep getting tired? Was he mentally broken? Was he just feeling outplayed on the day? I don't know, but that's really impressive there for LoGicA. Really nice win against TumStep, who otherwise is beating a lot of the top 3 players, top 5 players at the moment, and just been promoted to Master. So GG, well played. This was Yota Nation. I'm going to post probably some more matches of this and then reveal who the winner is, but that's a nice little win there for LoGicA. GG, well played. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.